speaker immigrated to the USA with very humble day, and it was from these beginnings that she became determined to make a difference. Educated, worked in corporate America, Fortune 500 companies. 20 plus years ago, she decided to become an entrepreneur, and your sacrifices that you have made along the way. And now I'd love to welcome our founder of USGS and our incredible leader, Kim.
Builders, new professionals that are joining our network to help them learn how to build this global business in truly in a new paradigm. And so let's get started. Let me load the PowerPoint. Are we good? All right. Okay. So let's get started. And today the topic will be building the building block of success. To me, is really the very core. The basic 101, I would say that a sustainable business 101. So what we'll try to accomplish the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes is to share with you how we did what we did in the last almost 7 years with this opportunity, and how we are really creating a global entrepreneur movement around the world. And so, a lot of people say this because, it just like any the core, the lifeline of any business are building a loyal client base, customer base. And so how do we go about, because in order for us, all of us on this call, to build a sustainable business, we got to go back to the very basic, and which is the core foundation of any business is having a loyal customer base. And so how do we effectively expand our customer base and expand our business? Like any other business in any traditional realm, the foundation of any business is a loyal customers. So how do we go about doing that? And so, there are basically two common ways of driving a customer base. Number one is through word of mouth. Now, in the particular business model we're in, the first way is word of mouth. You go out there and share about this amazing product and technology product line that we have. So the first method is word of mouth. Now, the second way to do it is expanding your business through a sales network of people that instead of you doing all by yourself, that you got a team of people doing the same thing. And so with that, let's get started. Now, the first way is word of mouth. Meaning just you, okay? You yourself doing it. So it's really leveraging based on your own efforts, the things that you do. I don't know about you, now don't get me wrong. It is very important. The ultimate importance is having a loyal retail customer base. So it is very important to have a lot of customers. So first way is you go out there and you tell people about your experience and the results that you have with this product line. And so, and a lot of us, when we first started business, that's what we all did. We got excited and we go out there and we tell all our friends and family about the results that we're getting, and how you can engage in building your customer base in the beginning is through your own experience. And that's what makes this platform so unique. When you use a product, your friends will notice, wow, you look healthier, you sound more vibrant, and your skin look more beautiful. And so through the passion that you get from your own results, that's one of the ways that you could go out there and acquire and build your customer base. Now, but that's just based on your own effort. Like any business, all the business out there in today's world, and the whole gig was to go out there and acquire more customer, to expand your customer base. And so how we do that is number two way is having a marketing arm of a network, building a sales network of other people instead of you yourself, leveraging and making money based on your own efforts. But now you have the opportunity to if you want to participate, you have the opportunity to participate in the marketing arm of it, and teaching building a team of professionals to go out there and build a retail sales, retail customers. And so, and by doing that, we get rewarded for doing that. And so that is, in essence, a nutshell of what our topic will be today. Because, as people, I know this last 7 years, as people get involved in this business platform, they get so, like, the process of doing that is maybe a little bubble of confusion. And so what we're trying to do today is to help demystify that process. So if you look at it, you know, in a nutshell of what it is that one, we can either acquire the customers ourselves, go out there and you know, make retail sales ourselves. Or for those of you that want to say, you know what, how do I make my business grow faster? Just like any, you know, we walk down the street, you know, to a health food store or to any businesses. You want to expand your customer base. How do you do that? Well, you need to expand your distribution network. And so the second way you can do is, that's where the marketing arm comes in, is that you can learn to expand your sales network. And so let's talk about how do we go about doing that. And so the second way, the first way is very simple. You use a product, you tried it, when you love the results, you'll be passionate to share with other people, whether there's money involved or not. And so that's how I feel the product. Whether there's money involved or not, with this line of amazing Jeunesse products, I love to share with other people because the results we're getting from our beautiful skin. All right, now, so the second way, obviously, is what this call's about, because all of you that are on this phone call are already distributors. And so you all wanted a training on how to really build your business. So when we learn how to demystify this whole process and having a clear understanding of what it is, then we don't get too confused and just save us a whole lot of time. So second way is about having a marketing arm. Because just like any traditional business, you have a marketing arm to build a sales force where you get an opportunity to leverage the efforts of other people, okay? And so by leveraging today's technology, I mean, like right now, okay, think about the modern day technology, okay, and the trend. I mean, most of us are online right now, or we're all online. That's how we got into the Zoom call, okay? But think about this. I'm in my home, at my home, doing a call to people all over the world, okay? And so that is the power of this network. Now, so by learning to leverage technology, social media, and the friends that we're able to connect all over the world with today's technology, we were able to reach out and expand our sales force and teach other people on how to get retail customers. And so, and by doing that, you get to leverage our efforts and override the sales from all the retail sales and customers that we're generating from this platform. So once we understood that, and it just takes that part of building the business myth away, okay? Now, so, and this is really, truly, once you understand this concept, it's about building a global network and driving a global customer base around the world, okay? And again, with today's technology, we can really do that. I mean, in the comfort of my own home, we're able to reach out to people from all different continents, okay? So now, as you go out there, this entire presentation is really about keeping things simple so you can understand the dynamics of what it is that we're trying to do, and also the psychology when you start building on the marketing arm of it, when you start working on learning how to build a sales force. So we can try to summarize as much as we can in the next 30 minutes and deliver that. And so as you go out there and learning to expand your sales network and train these people to go and acquire retail customers, there are really 4 major categories of people that we will encounter, okay? Now, as you go out there and you share this amazing product line with other people, well, first thing you get is, obviously our customers, people that are like you. They just, initially they just saw the results on your skin. Again, by the way, in order for us to build a loyal customer base, the product has got to be effective. I mean, it got to show results. And I think after almost 7 years, not quite, but next month it'll be 7 years. I think our results and our volume speaks for itself. Because when you got a solid product, that's why we're able to creating such a movement around the world of beautiful users and wonderful users around the world. So first kind of people you're going to encounter are customers, people that fall in love with the product and they want to buy the product. And so they become great, loyal customers. Now, the second type of people you're going to encounter are supporters, what I call supporters. These are people that, they know that you just started your business and they kind of see the results and, the business model may not be appealing to them, but just for the sake of it, they go, you know what, I'm going to support you, okay? And I'm going to buy some product from you. I'm going to try it out for myself. So these are the supporters that you encounter. Now, the third types are people like you and me. These are what we call business builders. Besides having a rock solid line of product that help make a difference in people's lives. And so you say, you know what, besides that, I want to go out and share this passion. And when you go out and share this passion and what just your newfound incredible product line, guess what? Then you can learn to build a business. So these are business builders like you and me. Okay, so that's a third category of people that you will encounter. And there's a fourth category of people that perhaps they kind of join the network, they join the program, and they initially at first they thought they're going to build this, but maybe they have a change of heart, change of mind, whatever that is. That's what makes humanity so interesting. You get to attract all kinds of people. So expect these four categories, and depending on what your gigs are. Okay, now if you are the type that just love to sell, absolutely, you can focus on getting customers yourself. But for someone like me, for example, now we have different kind of people. Like this 4 different categories, there are different things work for different people, and so there will be those like myself. I said, you know what? With this phenomenal line of product, I wanted to share with other people, and by doing so, I want to also spend time in training other people on how to go out there and share this product line with other people. And so that's what we call business builders. And where you're going to spend most of your time, depending on what your objectives are. If you would just love to sell the product, then you focus your time in getting customers and selling customers, which are very important, the foundation of any solid and sustainable business. For those of you that are perhaps like me, or like other people that really have a dream they wanted to achieve in life, and at the same time, they want to represent a line of product that help make a difference in people's lives. And you know what? You might want to build this business. And so I would spend a lot of my time in the business builder. And then, as for customers, we have our corporate customer service that will help support our customers. And obviously, you will touch base with your customers as well. And for those supporters, for perhaps like my mom and dad, they just want to support me in my business and they be my user, that's wonderful. Now, so where you spend your time in driving and building your business is important. If you were to spend your time and try to convince people, the supporters, try to work the business or try to promote this product and get customers and sell retail customers, ain't going to happen, because the mindset that they came in this business was to support you. And so, or some of us, they feel like, this platform is phenomenal. They wanted to help other people to change their lives, and therefore they got to build this business. Different strokes with different folks. There are other people that just, in the beginning, they got hot, they got excited. The next thing, whatever that might be, they have a change of heart, change of mind, change of weather, whatever that might be. They just don't want to move. What do? Let it go. And I think it's important understanding where to spend your time in this 4 quadrant. And for those of you, again, want to build a business, a marketing arm of expanding your retail sales, in other words, to expand your sales volume, your retail sales, your customer base, I would focus on the business builders. Okay. Now, so this is the most, to me, when you go out there, whether you're trying to get a retail customer or whether you are trying to go out there and find build your sales network, build a sales force of people that retail the product, there are 2 major ingredients for us to build to achieve our dreams and our goals. And the first one is, you are tapping into your own community, either through the people through social media or your friends and whatnot. Pardon me for my hair. This is part of the gig, the ocean breeze. Okay. So now, so the first ingredient is the cost. Why are you doing this? When people see, initially, when I first got involved in the opportunity, just like it takes hard work, and then you're building a business. And so what people bought in the beginning, because, we were all new and using the product, I was excited. And so when people came in, they came in because of my passion and the cost. What made me passionate about what I do every single day? It's because there's a cost associated with it. So whatever is your cost, people buy because of your cost and because of your passion. Now, obviously, in order to have a long-term customer, a loyal customer, the product got to have results. And so that speaks for itself in our last 7 years, a track record, almost 7 years. So the cost is very important. Everybody has a different cost. Whatever that is, that gets you out of bed every day, going to work every day, that is something that you need to dig deep and find out for yourself. For me, seven years ago, a little under 7 years ago, one of my causes was I want to change my life. At the same time, I want to help other people change their lives. But in order for me to be that passionate, the product has got to work. It's got to be a solid product line, a solid opportunity. And so, so when I began to encounter the product line, I got very passionate because I saw results on myself and the people around me. And then so I went to work. Okay, so the first thing is cost. Your cost. I don't know what your cost is. Only you know. Okay, and so the second thing to identify with your people, your tribe, your community is you got to have a common ground. So let's say, for example, if I were to talk to Beth, I got to know what Beth's hot buttons are. I mean, obviously, besides she loves beauty and health, there's got to be something that she's attached to, or something that's important to her. So when you find a common ground with people, and that's when you get their ears, get their attention. A lot of times people like to run their mouth all day long, but without really connecting with their community, what is it they're looking for? And I tell you, time after time again, we have we call it a new paradigm, because the last 7 years we were able to attract professionals and business owners, people that have never been involved in this industry before, but we were able to attract them to coming on board because initially there was a common ground. Okay, first, something that whatever's that's missing in their lives, or they feel that that's missing in their lives, and they see hope through your passion, or they see hope through your why, that they want to pursue something. I remember vividly about 6.5 years ago, when one of my first trips to Indonesia, when I talked to our double diamond director, Jenny Presidio. I mean, this lady is a housewife and never worked a day in her life, from a very well-to-do family. Now, the reason why she got involved, because it was a cost. There was something common between her and I. At least she sees it that way. And she's a housewife, and I was a housewife. She knew that my husband's a medical doctor, and she goes, you know what, Kim? If you as a housewife can do this, I'm sure I can do the same thing. I mean, because her kids are all at that time is about either graduating from college or getting into college. So she was looking for something to do. So having that common cause and common ground is very important when you talk to other people. And too often times I see people when they get involved in a platform like this, and all they talk about when they talk to their friends and their community, all they talk about is Jeunesse. We love Jeunesse. I love Jeunesse. I love Jeunesse product line. But the key thing is to enroll other people into part of your sales force, or as a retail customer, they got to know your cause and the common ground. Okay, and so these are, if you get anything at all on today's webinar, I would recommend you remember these two, because that's what carry us. I remember I started this business from my home, in my kitchen, not this house, but another house. Okay, from my kitchen, zero. Nobody was a J, nobody was a Pearl, Sapphire, or whatever. But from zero to where we are here today in 6.5 years, that is quite remarkable. And if you were to ask me secrets, if there's such a thing as a secret, there's two. It's two ingredients you see on the screen, and which is your cost. What is your why? What is driving you every day? And when you talk to other people, either you're talking to a customer, a retail customer, or you're talking to a prospective a sales force, okay, people that you want to engage in business. So these two things are very important. I think I've spent enough time on this topic. If you do not know your cost, I would suggest you sit down, really take some time, and to identify what is it you want in your life. What is it, Look, there are many things that we can do in life. Why Jeunesse? Why through this platform? Only you know. And I do hope that you find time to, to really to take time and to dig deep and to connect with yourself and find out what is it you want and go from there. That's very important. Now, and I want to spend a little time to go over this milestone, because I believe this PowerPoint slide that we put together really epitomizes in its most simple form on your journey from beginning to expanding your experience through this Jeunesse platform. Okay, and so this is the business milestone. So phase 1 of your business is about learning about this business model. This is quite disruptive compared to perhaps some of the things that you had done in the past. And I know that some people might have had a lot of success in your career. Maybe you were a great salesperson. Maybe you're a professional business owner. It doesn't matter what it is, but you've now engaging in a brand new business platform. And so phase one is really spend time to learn about the business model. And so, and not only to learn the information, but really to internalize it, okay, and to digest it. Then once you learn about phase one, and take time to learn. By the way, when I talk about phase one, some people think, hey, you know what, I'm going to come here, I'm going to get rich. You know what? Think again. Okay, this is not a get rich quick thing. It takes work, just like any other business. And the toughest work that it takes is really right between your two ears. Because, all of us human beings, we have this little thing called ego, okay? So, I got this, I know how to do this. I would recommend, be coachable, be humble, be open to learning new things, okay? And so once you learn new things about the product, how to use them, and then how to share it, and we have a whole global community that it's ready, it's free for you to learn and grow from. Unlike a lot of programs, but, in this network here, we have a global community of entrepreneurs that have a golden heart. They want to share their experiences and how they got to where they are. And so we have a YouTube channel that's free. You can tap into it. You can take time to learn. And so just like going to college, and this area is where I went to college. I remember I spent 4 years getting my undergrad. And so after 4 years of college, what do? We then go find a job. Well, then you know what? Why is it they join a business? They expect, I come in today and I get it and I'm going to make a lot of money. No, you get involved, and then you start putting your work into it, and you start engaging in a business. So engaging meaning you got it, you join a program, then you're going to learn about the stuff, okay? Learn about how the business works, the business model works. If you do not yet have subscribed to our YouTube channel, it's called the USGS Official channel, okay? And so in it, there's 4-step system that you can learn. Step number 1 is you can send it to your prospective clients, or either a customer or a business builder, whatever that might be, which talks about the opportunity, a little bit about technology, the product. And step 2 is that for those of you that want to build a business, on step 2, we teach you how to build your marketing arm, okay? It's about how to engage your business. And step 3 is continue education. And step 4 is leadership. And so there's a whole different gamut of different range of things that you can learn and grow from. So that's phase 1. Now, phase 2, then once phase 1, then you start to engage in a business platform. Once you're engaging, you learn what's working, what's not working. And interestingly, okay, when we engage in a business, remember I have a category of people that we put it to as change of mind, or change of heart. Well, you know what? Sometimes when they learn what's working, that's great, they continue. And when they found out what's not working, instead of really digging deep and finding their cause, they quit. And so do we have people that quit? Absolutely, just like anything else. You think college students quit? You think people in the Navy, in the Army, military quit? Yeah, there are people who quit all day long. So in anything. And so just understand, when you're engaging, you learn what's working and what's not working, and you're going to refine and reflect the process, okay? And so the next phase is really about creating that experience of you learn what's not working, then you're gonna unlearn and you're gonna relearn, okay? Remember, college is a 4-year gig. Here, it takes a little time. Maybe it's a 2 to 5 year program, okay? Depending what your goals are and what your targets are. So, you gotta be willing to put forth the effort. But one thing great about this is that unlike college, you work for 4 years and then you go make money. Here is that, we have something we call you earn while you learn. Okay. It's a process, but at the same time, you're earning, you're learning. And, unfortunately, in our today's society, most people want immediate gratification. I want to make money. I want to make money now. I want to be successful. I want to make the big bucks today. Well, it ain't going to happen. You got to work it. We work it hard, and we're still working it hard because, there's a famous quote. This is where much is given, much is expected. And we've been blessed. We've been given much. And that's why we're still paying it forward. We just came back from a 2 weeks trip in Asia doing trainings and empowerment events to help empower other entrepreneurs around the globe. And so that's what the empowerment comes from, is that as you start working this, You begin to achieve little goals in your life. And when you achieve this goals or whatever target that you set yourself up for, okay, then you become transformed. Okay, so through learning, then through engaging in a business, you learn what's working, what's not working. Then you're gonna unlearn and you're gonna relearn. Okay, and then from there you begin to achieve things. And you know, it is. I heard somebody said this when I was traveling about a year ago to, I forgot where it was, another part of the world. And this person said this, and it's so well put. And he says, you know what, Kim? In this platform, it's like everybody's getting in line to get to diamond or get to whatever rank they want to go. Everyone's in line. You know, unfortunately, in life, there are people that want to cut the line. They want a shortcut. They say, you know what, I don't want to stand in line. And when I say stand in line, what it means is that standing in line, it's an internal experience. Standing in line to overcome and to unlearn and relearn the things that keep us from getting to our goal. And this thing called life, you know what? There's ups and downs. And sometimes when things just you thought that, you know what, things just getting the way you wanted to go, and you know you're getting it, guess what? Life just throws you another lesson. You say, hey, no more, I got it. But you know what? That is life. That's what helps us grow as human beings. That's what makes us strong. I mean, to really complete our experience on earth. And so it is really about having the courage, the determination to go on this milestone, this journey. I went through it. All of our diamonds went through it. This is just part of the growing experience as human beings, as entrepreneurs. But the most beautiful part is that through this journey, you know, for those of you that want to work it and willing to work it and endure the process, you might enjoy the results, the rewards, like many of us have. And so it is quite a remarkable experience that we all have encountered. So I do want to share this with you, is that whatever it is that your cause about doing this, okay, only you know, you've got to first be clear on what you want to accomplish. Second, and this is very important, is that to never, ever give up. You look at that bird right there. I don't know if that bird is called a stork or what, but you look at it, it almost got the frog in the mouth and is about to swallow him. And look at what the frog is doing. The frog is grabbing this bird's neck with every might he had. I mean, every might. He's just gonna keep grabbed it. I mean, this is about never giving up. When he's already in the mouth or in the peak of the bird, in his throat, okay? But he's grabbing it by the neck. And sometimes, you know what, in life, like I said earlier, there are curveballs, there are lessons for us to learn and grow. And, you know, those external environments don't make us. Our true self, the true essence, that power, the inner power within each and every single one of us, it exists in there. And so I can't help change what other people's reaction or their thoughts or perception of what is. But what we can control is what's within us, how we react to situations. And so, and what this business has taught me, it's really 3 R's. One is to reflect. The last 7 years, it really, you know, besides building this as a business, besides an entrepreneur, it really taught me to reflect what this whole thing meant to me, and what this whole entire journey meant to me. It is it's quite an incredible journey as an entrepreneur. The experience that we have building a company from zero to now, you know, become a $1 billion company and beyond. See, this is the key. Building a successful business, you know, hitting $1 billion is not a one-time mark. But when you got a solid, healthy, loyal customer base, guess what? You're going to grow the business. It's called sustainability. Okay. And so, you know, from zero to $1 billion and beyond, I tell you, if any business school want to study our model, I tell you, this is the hottest thing you could study, because, you know, in six years, we hit $1 billion and growing. But beyond that, we have a solid, rock solid line of products that are making incredible positive impact to people's health and life. Okay. I mean, look at, I'm 51 years old, looking great and feeling great. Okay. And, but more importantly, besides that, there is an opportunity for those of you that, those of us that want to change our lives through this platform by, getting customers and building the sales force. And so I do hope that the three things I've learned, which number one is reflection. It helped me to reflect about my life. In the beginning, it's about business. At this point in my career, in my life, it's about reflection. That's why I set out here today. And, oftentimes I look out there and in the ocean and just reflect on what a journey of human spirits. What a journey of, I went through all the years of, at least in the beginning years of a struggling entrepreneur to having the blessing where I'm here today. It's an incredible reflection. It's also a very humbling experience of the last 20 years, somewhat years of entrepreneurship. And the second thing is refinement. Refinement of become a better person. I remember, like I said earlier, 20 somewhat years ago when I got into this industry, it was all about money. It's about, hey, become financially independent, traveling the world. And so that was, in the beginning, that's what it was all about. But through this process, this milestone, okay, it helped me to refine, if I may say, to tap into the better self, that better inner self. And so, and last but not least, it's realization. And, I've come to a point in my life where I realized that, one, we're really blessed. And two, that there's a lot of people that we could help. And we are no different. I realize that we are no different than one another. For those of you that are on the call, I'm no different than you. Now, the only difference is I have worked a little harder, maybe at this point. I have put in a little bit more effort than you may have. And so, but for those two things, it can be changed. And so I hope that you look at all of us, not as exceptions, but as examples of what's possible for those of you that are dreamers, that dare to dream, but better dare to win. And so I do hope that the last 30 minutes has been helpful to you. And I know that we have a lot of people from different parts of the globe. As a matter of fact, I see a lot of people from outside of the United States on the call here, on this call. And I do hope that you find in this call, find a little bit of clarity, a little bit of courage, a little bit more of your why, your cause in pursuing this. Because there's a lot of things that we can do to humanity together. We need all of us to work together. Obviously, through this platform, we're grateful, we're blessed. And I'm very blessed to have all of you on this call. And I'm very fortunate to have Beth to host this call. And I do hope that for those of you, when you want to build a business, just understand something. Building a business, either you yourself go get customers, go get retail customers yourself, or you teach and engage and build a sales force, a marketing arm to go out there and get retail sales. So instead of you leveraging the efforts of yourself, now you have an opportunity to teach other people to do the same. And so I think by doing that, it helps us kind of take away this thing called recruiting and all that. I mean, guys, this is a new paradigm. This is a new game. Whatever old perception we had, the things that we look at this platform through a Tinder shade. Right now is a little Tinder shade, because of the sun. But sometimes to see things in true color, you got to take off the Tinder shade and see things for what it really, really is. And so by having these kind of training, I hope that it helps you to get a little bit more clarity of what it is and what it is and how it is that we do it, and understanding something. This all is part of the process. Wherever you are in your business, wherever you are, that's just life. That's just where it is. So understand where you are and where you want to go, and never, ever give up. Just like that frog, when life got you tough, you know what? You be tougher, okay? And understanding that it is part of the process, and you will soon overcome it. And life lessons are put in front of us for us to learn and grow as a human being. All right? So guys, I really appreciate you guys on the call here this morning, this evening, this afternoon. And I do hope that when we travel the world, I will see you all soon. I know that we have an event coming up in Orlando, Florida in October for our annual conference. And I look forward to meeting many of you, and I look forward to many meaningful training as well. So Good luck, and I look forward to seeing all of you again very, very soon. Take good care, guys.
If you see something for yourself, get back to the person who shared this video with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the official USGS YouTube channel to receive future videos.